Book of Heaven, Volume 13, December 25th, 1921. How the humanity of Jesus was nourished by his will. One who lives in the divine will is the most immediate to Jesus. As I was in my usual state, my sweet Jesus made himself seen as a little baby, all numb with cold. And flinging himself into my arms, he told me,
what cold, warm me for pity's sake, do not let me freeze any more.
I pressed him to my heart, saying to him, in my heart I possess your will, so its warmth is more than sufficient to warm you. And Jesus, all content.
My daughter, my will contains everything, and one who possesses it can give me everything. My will was everything for me. It conceived me, it formed me, it made me grow, and it made me be born. And if my mama contributed by giving me the blood, she could do so because she contained my will, absorbed within her. Had she not possessed my will, she could not have contributed to forming my humanity. So my direct will, and my will which was absorbed within my mama, gave me life. What is human had no power over me to give me anything. Only the divine will, with its breath, nourished me and delivered me to the light. But do you think it was the cold of the air that made me freeze? Ah, no, it was the cold of the hearts that made me grow numb, and it was ingratitude that made me cry bitterly at my very first coming out to the light. But my beloved mother calmed my crying, though she too cried, and our tears blended together, and exchanging the first kisses, we poured ourselves out in love. But our life was to be sorrow and crying, and I had her place me in the manger, to go back to crying and call my children with my sobs and with my tears. I wanted to move them to pity with my tears and with my moans, so as to be listened to. But do you know who was the first, after my mama, whom I called with my tears to be close to me in my same manger, to pour myself out in love? It was you, the little daughter of my will. You were so little as to surpass my dear mama in littleness, so much so that I was able to keep you near me in my same manger, and I could pour my tears into your heart. But these tears sealed my will in you, and constituted you legitimate daughter of my will. My heart rejoiced in seeing, returning in you, as whole in my will, what my volition had issued in creation. This was important and indispensable for me. At my very first coming out to the light of this world, I was to restore the rights of creation and receive the glory as if the creature had never departed from my will. So the first kiss and the first gifts of my tender age were for you.
And my love, how could this be, since I did not exist then? And Jesus,
in my will everything existed, and all things were one single point for me. I saw you then, just as I see you now, and all the graces I have given you are nothing other than the confirmation of that which, ab eterno, you had been given. And I saw not only you, but in you I saw my little family, which would live in my will. How content I felt! These calmed my crying, warmed me, and surrounding me like a crown, defended me from the perfidy of the other creatures.
I remained pensive and doubtful, and Jesus,
what? You doubt? I have told you nothing yet about the relations which exist between me and the soul who lives in my will. For now I will tell you that my humanity lived of the continuous outpouring of the divine will. Had I taken a single breath which was not animated by the divine volition, it would have been as though degrading and disennobling myself. Now, one who lives in my will is the most immediate to me, and in everything that my humanity did and suffered, she is the first among all to receive the fruits and the effects which it contains.
Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus's lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.